guys, Rick Shaw here. It's Saturday the 10th of July. When I was doing my walk early this morning, I had to come back and get a jacket. It was really, really cold this morning. It's got better now. But we had these out yesterday, never did put them up last night. I have to say the kids wore me out. They certainly wore me out. Morning, Coco. that's Coco there. But Mom was up at the mall, and the kids, we've been riding the bikes, and yesterday they just didn't want to quit. And Momo, he was on the back of mine for a while. It's not too bad riding to the guard shack, but when we come back, it's uphill. And then he finally got his scooter bike, but I'm not kidding you, we rode for hours, just around and around. They wanted to keep going here and there, and they wore me out, guys. They certainly wore me out. But it's just a blast. I still want to get Mama a bike. That's on one of our lists of things to do. I've saw some really nice ones I could order, but then you can't really look at them, and then it looks like a similar bike here at the bike shop that you can go look at are like double. They're double the price. The one thing I want to do with the bike I have that I got from Wes is I want to raise the handlebars up. It's got me leaning forward too far. I kind of like to be able to sit back a little bit, more like a leisure type bike. I always seen these. They set up bikes. Always they lower you down, and they get you get your weight on your arms, and it's like some kind of racing thing. Heck with that. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm not racing anybody. I had a bike, a pedal bike years ago. Went down to a bike shop and had them put it together for me. That place sold components, and had them put wide tires. This was back before anybody was doing mountain stuff, but the guy had a 2.5-inch tire instead of those little skinny things they want for racing bikes. I had that put on there, and then I had extra heavy tubes. I had the heavier spokes, nice rims on this bike, and then I had them put like a big banana bar on it so that I was sitting up. And the guy says, "Well, you're kind of sitting back," and yeah, and I was way up off the ground. I could see over the traffic good. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't leaning forward. I was basically standing up. And then I had a longer seat post put in. And then I had a seat that was just basically a rectangle, none of that little pokey thing that goes up and smashes your prostate. To me, that's just ridiculous. And it was more like I leaned on the seat than sat on it. I could scoot up a little bit higher and sit on it, but I had it angled down. I do that on all the seats. I try to angle that front post down because they keep making the same seat over and over, and it's just because that's what everybody gets. What the heck do you want to sit on your prostate for? How silly is that? But they see these bicycle racers on and then everybody wants that. To me, it's just ridiculous. It's the same trend in motorcycles. I see these guys with the cafe racers and all this kind of stuff. What the heck do you want to be leaned over with your weight up on the top of your body for? That's just ridiculous. I had some super speedy bikes in the past, and cafe racer style and all that, and I fixed the handlebars real quick. If you want to lay down, you still can. You can still lean forward if you want to get that extra half a mile per hour with your aerodynamics. It's just ridiculous. I don't think none of that stuff matters till you're well over 100 miles an hour anyway. But love to ride the bikes. The kids, they hound me all day. Come on, let's go ride the bikes. I said, you go ride them yourself. Nope, they got to have Dad come with them. I did a lot of extra stretching this morning before I took my walk. I had my foot up on the post there and was just stretching because no Charlie horses or anything like that, and my legs don't feel tight. But my goodness, I don't know how many kilometers we put on there yesterday, but it had to be about 20. I know it's 9/10 of a kilometer to the guard shack, and we ran up and back to the guard shack. So, we probably did well over 20 kilometers, way more. And the kids, they just didn't. Dorothy, I'm just amazed. She just keeps pedaling, and they race. When we get on the street, they start racing. They'll split up and go each way, and the last one home's a rotten egg. It's usually me. But they're just a blast. And, Mama, she had to go back to the store because she bought a real nice handbag that was on sale. And then when she got it home, it had a tear in the bottom. So she had to go switch that one and get one that isn't tore up. I said, why don't you just get somebody to sew it? Because it was just the seam. The seam had split. And she's like, no, I want to go back and just get another one. So hope that worked out. But she got Dorothy a nice little one, and she got the kids some nice clothes. I like that she's picking them up nice and bright stuff. I do like to have them when we go somewhere, if we're going to ever be allowed. It's so sad that we're not allowed to take the kids to the mall. I have seen some kids in there, but you go to the security thing and they don't want to let you in with your kids. But when I was in the grocery store getting groceries the other day, it said, if you're bringing your children in to the store, please keep them close to you. Don't let them run around the store. Now, when I go shopping with my kids, I did this with the first batch of kids, and then with these ones also. When I go in the store, I send them for stuff. I'll start walking through the store, and I'll send my daughter go get the coffee. I'll send my son go get the butter. The stuff we always get, cream cheese, the stuff he likes, and we get our shopping done quicker. And then I'll go stand in the line and still send them to get stuff on the list. That's the way we shopped, and it gets them moving around. So now they said on the speaker, you can't. You have to keep them close to you. So okay, that's fine. But then the security guards outside won't even let you in the mall. So I just don't get what's going on. The schools are still, looks to me like they're still going to be closed. It's going to be the ruination of our children, people. You can't do this to them. They have to get out. They just can't be hanging with me. I know homeschooling's a thing too, but at least you could take them places. Now we did take them to a resort here not too long ago, and we'll probably do that again here coming up. It's just we got so much stuff. The house just ties up a lot of money. Trying to get her fixed. Get her finished anyway. I don't know what's happening with our air conditioner things, but I also found a Wi-Fi thing. Somebody gave me a recommendation for this Wi-Fi thing, and they sent me a link. This was a friend I knew from the call center, and they wanted to work through the center, and they couldn't get anybody to put internet where their house was, and didn't want to go rent a place to get it. So they bought this thing that supposedly has unlimited internet access and good for 5 years. And they got it, and it's working. And they said it's working. They bought it originally, and I should give it a try. And they're not selling it. They just sent the link to it because they watch my videos and seen I'm having trouble with the internet. So I figured I'm going to try it. I'll give it a try. If it's any good, I'll let you guys know. If it's not, well, then I'm going to be out $40. But I'll give it a whirl. I did get the Dito SIM card, and my wife had it on her phone with the 25 gigs, and that did work. It worked for her just fine. It ran out. She used it for quite a while, and then it ran out. Now I put it in my phone, and I can't get the thing to work. It just, the dude was telling me, you got to do some kind of a setting in there. Well, what the hell? I got other SIM cards I threw in there, and nothing's wrong with them. I'm using data through them. Now I got some new kind of card. I got to do some bull crap. I don't like that. So I'll just give it to my wife, and she could use the data up on that, and then I'm not going to mess with them anymore. You know, why does their SIM card have to be special? And I don't get all these settings in these phones. You got to open up some setting. I've got mine set now for like high security. And he's, oh, you got to take this one thing. Well, I'm not going to lower my security so that some Chinese phone company can have access to my phone. Drop my security for them? No, I don't think so. I just don't think so. Now, my wife's, she just put it in and started working. So apparently hers isn't, she didn't set up her security like I have mine. But you gotta watch all that stuff here. Like on my phone, you know, I don't like to put any numbers on there. I don't use the credit cards or anything over that. It's just it's just not. I don't think it's so secure. You know, you can get all these VPNs and all this kind of stuff, but I don't buy that. So many of them work well. I just we just had our debit card hacked. You know, somebody in Turkey used it, which really sucked. So, you know, you got to watch that kind of stuff here. And I usually didn't use it out. I actually have a little Faraday thing in my wallet, so it can't be scanned when I'm walking around. And then I usually don't use it unless I'm right at the bank, you know, the one that's inside the bank. But I used it out at another one up at the mall here in Lipa to get some money. So, you know, that kind of messed things up. I think that was where it was at. So, you guys take care. It's Rick Shaw out.